It's day 21 here on site, and we've got a few moving parts to talk about today. First thing I noticed, our rebar headers and sills have all been delivered. Sounds great, right? Well, not exactly. We used to use 3-step sills for our windows, but we kept running into an issue, especially with our fixed glass windows. Once the drywall and interior returns were finished, they would sit higher than the window frame. And from the outside, you'd see that unfinished drywall edge, and it didn't look great. So to correct this, we made the switch to flush sills. These keep the drywall returns lower than the window frame and give a much cleaner finish. Since making that switch, we've gone all in, and every home we build gets those flush sills across the board. But clearly the message hasn't landed. The sills sitting here on site, they're the old 3-step style. At this point, I'm skipping the usual chain of command. I'm gonna go ahead and call the supplier directly, explain the issue, and get the correct flush sills delivered as soon as possible. Meanwhile, I've still got no block on site. The mason told me that dispatch said it's coming today. But if you've been around this game long enough, you know not to trust that until you physically see the delivery. Now, I won't call the block crew until the materials actually are here on site. This delay really pushes us off our original block start date of yesterday. But best case now, we're looking at Friday. This is exactly why I build dead days into the early schedule. Delays like this can be so frustrating, but they're also common. And they ripple through the rest of the job if you don't plan ahead. Now, on a more positive note, our foundation survey is happening right now. This type of survey gives us a snapshot of the slab we just poured. It really confirms the foundation sits exactly where it's supposed to in relation to the property lines and setbacks. The survey team takes elevation readings and checks for any high or low points. This way, we've got documented confirmation that everything's built to plan and a solid reference for inspections and final surveys down the road. So we're stacking up all the pieces to keep this job moving, even if it means course corrections along the way. Stick around, we're building forward from the ground up.